Hey, what's up guys? It's Atomic Gaming here, but you can call me Atomic. And in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys a Beast class setup for the OHM, the new DLC gun. And I think it's a beast of a weapon. I just started using it today, as it just came out for the PlayStation consoles. So let's get into this. First, we have to start off with our OHM, or you can pick the werewolf, but I prefer the OHM base variant because the accuracy on the werewolf version, which is the other one you get, it adds a lot of kick and it's just hard to use. Oh, and also, by the way, for all the heavy weapons, their movement speed was buffed by 5%. So instead of being at 80% of running speed, you can now go 85. So it makes LMGs a more viable choice. Now, first we're going to start off with attachments. I'm going to make two setups for you guys, a rushing and a more like laid back, just like medium to long range gunfights. So the first one is the rushing. You're going to want quick draw grip, extended mag, and rapid fire. Now, this is really good because when you're rushing, you're going to want to go into shotgun mode a lot, and if you want to aim down sight, you can aim down sight really quickly with quick draw grip, and rapid fire allows you to spit out your bullets really quick. But since you're going to be using that rapid fire on your shotgun mode or just normal mode, you're going to need extended mags because you normally only have 40 bullets, and now you have 60, but you can still see how fast that your bullets are coming out. Okay, now onto the perks. So for perks, you're going to want lightweight since it's a rushing, and I recommend low profile because just everybody uses UAVs. I also recommend, depending on if you're going to use, like, if you go in domination or more objective based maps, you're going to want blind eye, so like warbirds and things like that aren't just killing you, and like the little assault drones. And then you're going to want scavenger if you think you're going to go on streaks. If not, I recommend using blast suppressor. And then I recommend exo overclock in your exo abilities. And for streaks, it's your preference, but I like to run the UAV with assist points and the system hack with assist points. Now, this is the class I recommend. You can change up anything you'd like, but I've only had this gun for today, so I don't know everything about it, but I know this has worked really well for me, and I bet it will for you too. Now, the other one you can do is, you can do this. So you put on the base OHM, and then this is more of laid back, but like medium to long range. So you're not going to want rapid fire if you're doing medium to long range, because you can't put foregrip on this weapon. As you can see, there's also a little handle already on it, so it would just look weird. So if you put on rapid fire, it's going to add too much kick for long range. That's why you only want it if you're using the rushing class. So what I recommend doing is quick draw grip, just because you can see right here, like, it's nice and smooth. But if you don't use quick draw grip, kind of takes a while to look in. And a tip is, if you want to use gung ho, I wouldn't really recommend using this, because what happens when you're, like, you can run around now without holding your weapon down, but if you put on gung ho, when you look in, it just, like, here, if you don't have quick draw grip on, it just feels weird. It like does this little slower stop as you're looking in, so you'd need quick draw grip if you want to run gung ho, but I just don't prefer it. Now also, I recommend advanced rifling since you are going for some long range gunfights. And now, if I personally think that the iron sight on this is fine, but since you are going for long range gunfights, you might want red dot sight, and that's just your preference. I mean, it does make it easier to see. Now, onto the perks. Since they did buff the movement speed for LMGs, and you're not really going to be rushing around, you're not going to need lightweight. So I just recommend low profile, since there's a lot of UAVs. Then I recommend, since you're going to be long range, you might want peripherals. It's an amazing perk. Uh, if you're staying in the back of the map and you can't really find people, you can see the entire map and see where the spawns are, so you can get your line of sights ready for when they're coming through. Also, I recommend toughness, because this gun does have a little recoil at range, and when you're at range, you also want to stay on target and you don't want to be moving around like crazy. And then for the final perk, I recommend Blast Suppressor, just because when you're jumping around getting to your spots of the map, you don't want people knowing where you are, because then they can just come over and kill you. Now, I don't recommend any exo abilities or exo launchers. I use more score streaks, since you're staying back and you're going to try to stay alive longer. But you could always use something like exo overclock, things like that, or Semtex, something that'll help you. But I recommend the UAV with assist points, the system hack with assist points, and these two will build you up to your bigger streaks, where you could use Warbird or Assault Drone. The Assault Drone is really good if you put the AI control with rockets on, because it'll just float around and sort of hover around the map and shoot rockets down on people. So these are basically the classes I recommend. This one or the rushing one before it. These have helped me a lot. I've only had this for today, but it's been really good. If you do have the season pass, make sure to try these classes out, and I hope they work for you too. Like and comment what you think of these classes after using them. Subscribe for more content like this, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.